Quit. Hi, everyone. I'm Francine Tesler. I am a medical intuitive psychic medium or a psychic medium medical intuitive. We're going to have a lot more people coming in, so this is why I wanted to start a little later. Anyone that wants me to talk to them, please show your video. I'm going to try to pick out as many people as possible. Now, the purpose of these uh, open galleries, not to say that it's not to give you guys a little bit of a taste, which it is, but part of it is, where did it go? Oh, my Facebook thing disappeared. Part of it is, hold on. Huh, that's interesting. I lost my Facebook again. Okay, so I'm not going to even worry about them. I seem to do this a lot. So basically, everyone has a psychic ability, but we're not all meant to be a practitioner. So one of the things I like to do is when I do these is to sort of educate people that it's an ability, not a power, if that makes any sense. Because if it was a power, all psychics could fly in the air. Everybody can learn to play the piano. We're not going to all be virtuosos, if that makes any sense. So the more that we pay attention to however we receive our messages or whatever it is, the stronger it gets. Just like if you're an athlete, or you exercise a lot, basically your body has memory, but so does your brain. So they also did these studies that we only use 20% of the brain. And I don't even know if that's true with the new generation. Hi. Hi, Sabina. So I'm starting. Don't she went away. Okay. That's fine. She'll come back. But it's not a magic, it's not a spell, there's no such thing as that. I would be 100 pounds and a billionaire. I basically see images kind of like fragmented pieces of puzzles, and we put them in a giant snow globe, and every time I shake my head I see a different image. I'm originally an artist by trade, so when I do these readings I'm very visually and verbally descriptive, and there's not an exact science, because I could see one image, but maybe it could mean a lot of other things. So like when I do medical stuff, I may see heat around somebody's chest area thinking it's asthma, but it could be acid reflux. You know what I'm saying? So my job is to say to you, look, I see heat here and things like that. I dreamt my dad was pregnant 30 years ago. It's my favorite story. He had pickles over his head. They were dancing. He was getting a C-section. He wound up having a triple hernia. So it's not always the way we think it is. I am ADD and I'm dyslexic, so that's going to play a big role in the reading. So Robert, Richard Dick, Carissa Marissa, I don't get it. If I tell you something and it makes sense, keep it in mind. You'll be able to see the video again on my website or on Facebook. And no one can tell us how long we live or die, and no such thing as magic spells. And as far as communicating with people that have passed over, hi Kathleen, there isn't a button to press. It doesn't work that way, the way people think it is. And I may hear a song or get static. You watch the shows on the mediums, people never say that their dead aunt called them on the phone to tell them where the money is or the meaning of life. Do you know what I mean? So let's have fun with this. I promise I won't bite. I'm going to pick people out. I'm going to ask you your name, your date of birth. And some of you I remember, some of you I don't. We're supposed to have a lot more people in here, but this is fine. I am going to pick Benna. Did I read you before?
Yes.
Okay. It's like weird. What's your birthday?
June 27th, 1992.
Okay. Did anything make sense since the last time? Oh, I free write, so just so you guys know. Did anything make sense since the last time I spoke to you?
Yes.
Okay. So now, do you have any digestive issues
No.
or allergies
No.
or cramps? Because I think I ask you this quite often.
Um, you asked me if I have
Do you get bad cramps or does diabetes run in your family?
diabetes.
Okay, so lower body rules sugar. It's your pancreas is lower body. So even though you're thin, you have to be careful for that. Okay.
Okay.
And did something change with your career?
Yes, I left my job.
Okay. So have you
Um,
figured out a career-based situation yet?
I'm going back to school to be a nurse practitioner.
Yay. Now you should focus on which we talked about because you have a caretaking base. Now, people misinterpret the word caretaker for being a butt wiper. They're two different things, right? So if you're super empathic, to do patient care and constantly be touching them or dealing with them isn't going to be the best thing for somebody like you. So being a nurse practitioner, maybe doing some patient or diagnostics would make more sense, which we talked about. But you can also do injectables, learn about that, not just for beauty, but for the joints, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So then this way you can juggle, because I see you juggling three things. You also would be good at interventional radiology, or even as a nurse and anesthesiologist, because you get them in and get them out. So you're basically going to be putting them under and be like, ah, bye. So I'm very proud of you. Now, do you live in California?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Everyone knows how much I love Cali. I'm being sarcastic. I like the weather, but that's about it. I do think that you're going to move at some point because I hear you saying, "Get me out of here." Da, 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 da.
Uh,
Okay. I can't sing. So keep that in mind. Um, and you had two significant relationships in your mind,
yeah.
but you're not in one now, kind of,
I'm
sort of.
married. I just got married.
But why do you see feel he is really your third then?
Why do I
Isn't he
say,
your third? Is he your third major relationship?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Was the second one, did he try to come back in?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I'm picking that up. Oh my God. And the fact that you got married will give you the ability to go back to school without being pressured because you were going to try, hi Eileen, you were going to try to do it at the same time without being married while you were, you know what I'm saying, with working, and you wouldn't have been able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll probably be able, oh, you don't look like Eileen. Um, I'm being funny. I see him with the mustache, my ADD. But the thing is, it's a good thing for you to concentrate. You can probably get this done a lot quicker than most people because now you're not being distracted. Is that fair?
Yeah.
I'm very excited for you. Now, do you have a question?
Uh, you told me I should take like 6 classes a year.
Yes. Well, one, three, or six. Because so when I do readings, I see numbers to anyone that's new coming in the room. The numbers, it's not regular numerology. It's like an algorithm, or I can't explain it, but I'll see a number and then that number tells me a story around it. And it tells me the person. So like I'm a one or a three, so are you. So that means things happen to us 1, 3, 6, 9. Everyone has a different number. So don't do two, don't do four, don't do five. So keep it 1, 3, 6. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe start out with, maybe one class initially that's really hard, and then add, then you can continue and you can continue to add. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if in the whole year you took 6 classes, that'll be fine. You don't have to kill yourself because it's not a race. Also, see if you can record your classes. But other than that, I don't get any big issues. I'm very excited for you. And I think
Thank,
you're going to enjoy it. And I think it's going to turn into something that you're not ever thinking that it was going to be. So keep that in mind. Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, my dear. And maybe I'll come back to you, but I'll try. Thank you. And if you can mute yourself. Hi, Eileen. If you can unmute yourself, and I free write, so bear with me.
Hi, can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yes. So, what is your date of birth?
42767.
Okay. Now, did I read you before?
Yes.
A long time ago.
Yeah, I think it's been
Okay.
a few months.
Okay. Now, are you in your second major relationship?
No,
You're in your first.
third.
But do you really, we talked about this already. Do you
Yeah.
consider it your second or your fourth? I'm not talking about love, marriage, baby carriage. I'm talking about somebody that actually left an imprint.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say
So this
that,
is the second?
well, the
This,
second or fourth, I mean, your taste in men
okay, so then
sucks.
let's go with 4.
Okay, your taste in men sucks.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so the person you're with now, what's his birthday?
7/25/64. So I'm 65. Sorry.
Okay. Now, are you his third
No,
or first?
I would maybe go 9.
Oh,
There's a lot.
okay. Well, major is not always love, marriage, baby carriage. I'm talking
Okay.
about something that leaves an imprint. So, um, I'm going to say third or sixth, depending on how you look at it. Now,
Okay.
the other one that you had gotten rid of, has he tried to resurface also?
Yeah.
Okay, you might have to get a Ring doorbell, and you might have to get a an order of protection.
Well, he started contacting me on the phone. He called
I'm
me at work. He would
I'm
call me all the
I,
time, and I blocked him, so I
but
haven't had any contact since then.
I'm just telling you, you might want to get a Ring doorbell.
I
You
have the
know,
camera.
okay, and you might, if it happens or you start getting anything weird, you may have to go file a restraining order, or
Okay.
keep a documentation of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then submit it, because I think he's a little bit unstable more so than before.
Okay.
Um, so, because I keep on hearing, Jack Nicholson in The Shining, here's Johnny,
Oh
and so
God.
anyone, no, but not literally. So her ex is a very heavy drinker, if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
and he's like on a roller coaster. So when he drinks, he literally becomes another person,
Yeah.
and he drinks all the time. He's probably 12 people. So
Mm-hmm.
just be aware. And also, what you should consider doing, and I know people are going to think I'm crazy, get bear spray. Go on.
I have the pepper spray.
Okay, you can do that, but bear spray is even more potent. And you can go on um,
Mm-hmm.
Cabela's.com, and they have little ones. If it takes down a bear, it'll take down a person, and you can shoot it longer distances, and also wasp spray. Perfect thing. Now, the
Okay.
other thing is, my question to you is, what is going on with work?
That's an interesting question. There's
Okay,
a lot of change. Um,
you're still in the school system, aren't you?
yeah.
Okay. You know how much I like California, and how much I like school, teaching. It's the new teachers. So there's going to be some shifting, and you might have some other opportunities.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Now, do you have a question before I go on to somebody else?
Yeah, I wanted to know about finances.
So things will start to get better, most definitely in the springtime. One, because we're in a new election year, and hopefully all the crap will go away. Yay, yay. And number two, you know, sometimes things have to get really bad before they get good again. Sometimes you have to hit rock bottom, not just you, but everyone. So everyone is going through this right now. And it's like,
Hmm.
how much can people take? You know what I'm saying? So I think
Yeah.
things are going to turn around. Also, you might want to consider creating some of your own side hustle, because you're very good. Maybe you can do, talking about what it is to be gaslighted. You know, like you can maybe get involved with some women's groups, do some speaking, maybe write a blog about it, and maybe you can get income from it as an influencer or things like that, because you would get funding for it. So you might want to look at that, because as long as you focus on that and those aspects, it'll help you not make the same mistake again. And also, you'll be able to see it in other people from a mile away. Just like, if somebody is a recovering alcoholic, they could see it in somebody else.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I think that you need to look at that because this could be your next stepping stone for your next career, which we
I'm
never
looking to
discussed.
retire shortly.
I
You
This
know?
is why
Yeah.
I'm still seeing something else. I can't see you
Okay.
sitting home and knitting. So whether you start out, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Email me and I'll connect you with this women's organization that I hooked up with. I'm going to try to go to a couple of their events, and
Okay.
it's a small fee, but they're all over Westchester, and they do a lot for the kids and things like that. So
Okay.
consider it. And you look very good, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Anything medically I need to worry about?
Some lower back, and you have to get your mammograms and your ultrasounds because you're prone to cysts. I mean, you went through a lot of toxicity. So
Mhm.
one of the things I explain to people is people that are subconscious empaths, because you have regular empath and then you have subconscious. A regular empath can block stuff, right? I'm a subconscious empath like you, so I take on a lot of the clients and people's energies. But when you're with an abusive person, physically, mentally, emotionally, drink or drug or whatever, chemical imbalance, a woman statistically has a higher incidence of female issues,
Mm.
gallbladder, autoimmune. So, like, I have a lot of clients that are pharmacists, a lot of the women, and do you know that if there's 100 of them, I have 98 of them have lupus or Crohn's or
Wow.
some sort of autoimmune. It's really crazy. So you're gonna have to drink more water and make sure you do your testing and all that. Because I am getting, you are more cystic, and you shouldn't be wearing underwire bras.
Mm.
So you should wear the sports bras, or the guy you're with now, you can have him hold them up behind you and while you're walking.
I'm sure he'd like that.
Little humor, so I had to throw that in there. But other than
Okay.
that, we'll talk,
Okay.
and we'll go from there. And you know, keep a lookout for my emails, and we'll go from there. Oh, just so everyone knows, anyone that's local, I joined a center, a holistic center. It's called Heart Healing Oasis in Stamford. So they have red light therapy, they have red light saunas, they have some weight loss machines. We do classes. I did an open gallery there. In January, February, I'm going to be doing psychic development and mediumship classes there. And I'm also at J House Spa in Greenwich. These are all by appointments if you wanted to come and see me. They're both fabulous places. I love them both. They're very different. So just so you guys have an idea if you wanted to come and see me. Okay. And it's all on my website.
Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Have a lovely day. Okay. I'm going to go on to somebody else. Okay. Holly. Holly. Holly, I don't think I ever read you.
So, we have a mutual acquaintance, well, more for your friend, but that I worked
Who?
with,
Who?
John Liggio.
What?
John Liggio. He worked at,
Oh my God. Yes. 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 I
so,
love John. Okay. What's your birthday, by the way?
12/9/1987.
Now, do you live in Long Island right now?
I left.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm seeing by the water still though, and it's a little warmer.
No, we're in the mountains now. Um,
Do
we
you
had
have three fireplaces,
3 fireplaces.
or wood burning stove and a fireplace or something?
It's like an electric stove on a fireplace.
Okay, you're probably going to get another wood burning stove or another fireplace, um, because I hear the song, "It's getting hot in here." I can't sing, so um, now you only own one property now or three?
I don't own any.
Okay, then that will change. Now you didn't go upstate to like Warwick or something like that, or the Finger Lakes,
No, I'm in North Carolina.
but that's why it feels like it's warm.
It's warmer here.
I, I'm not losing my mind. You're
No,
being a wise.
very cold.
Okay,
Oh,
no, but compared to New York, like I have a little heater right behind me. I was freezing. I had three shirts on before, And I was like, I can't do that. Okay.
No.
So you will wind up owning something that I can tell you. Um, Now, you're in your first major relationship or your third?
Major, I would say fourth.
I'm not talking about love, marriage, baby carriage, somebody that left an imprint.
Yeah, one, two.
I'm going to say three.
Yeah, I mean,
But you did settle down with them. What's their birthday?
12588. Give me 10 minutes.
Now, are they very moody?
Yes.
See how I know this? So you've never sat into one of my things. I have nicknames for certain people. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm a February Aquarius. So Aquarians and Sagittarians are actually very similar to each other in a lot of ways because they need mobility, they need their space, they can't be smothered, they don't want to be told what to do. The only thing is January Aquarians. I'm going to sneeze. I'm right, and hold on. Excuse me. January Aquarians and October Scorpios. My nickname for them, God help me, is Prozac candidates. So forgive me. But the thing about them though is they're more grounded maybe in a career way because
Thanks.
October Scorpio, January Aquarius would be more likely to have a government job or something of a municipality or something like tried and true. Do you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't live by the seat of their pants like I do. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. So they may be more emotional. So I live by the seat of my pants on my career, but on an emotional level, I'm hot or cold, up or down, all or nothing. Whereas the person you're with is like a whole range of like cuckoo pachoo. So they should check their hormones.
Okay.
Now, do you have any digestive issues also or sugar problems?
Yes.
Yeah. You should get an ultrasound of your gallbladder.
I'm actually, the first thing I'm doing in January is going and getting all my everything.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's anything catastrophic, but you have to watch it because you also have a lot of the weight in the middle like I do, and that could be also a metabolic issue. So also get an ultrasound of your thyroid and a blood test. Now, you were pregnant once or 3 times? Or 6?
Well, technically, I think you could go down the 6 route, but yes, I
Okay.
have 3
How many kids?
4.
4 kids, 2 and 2 or 3 and 1?
1 and hold on, what do
No,
we got?
boys to girls.
3 and 1. Three girls.
3 boys. Oh, 3. Also, the girls are more feisty. Okay. Okay. Now, does one of the girls or the girls have names that it could be male or female? Chris, Sam, Leslie, Pat, Lauren,
They have very unique names. So
Madison. What are their names? Alex.
Haven,
What?
Haven,
Avon. That could be male or female.
and Mia.
Avon, Mia, and what else?
Melina.
And Melina. I mean, there's a restaurant in White Plains called Molino's. So I think of it as, males, with big testosterone. So there you go. And your son, he's very gentle. What's your son's name?
William Jr.
Okay. And that could be, well, Bill. Billy could be male or female. So there you go. Okay. Now, do you have a question for me? Congratulations. Now, you've been living there for 3 years yet or a year and a half?
Who, me?
Yeah.
2 months.
Oh, so it's going to be 3 months.
Almost, yep.
Okay, what part of North Carolina?
It's Hickory.
So you're more in the mountain. That's the mountain. So you're probably going to try before you buy, get accustomed to the area, and you're going to wind up closer to the water, not on the water, but elevated, but where it's a little bit warmer without being so cold.
Yeah, we want to get a house. I just don't know.
I see it. Take your time. Take your time with it though, because right now it's like you're in Santa Ana, California almost. Like they're like parts of California, they have snow. So the thing is where you went is probably the coldest area of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Can I make another suggestion?
Mhm.
Look in South Carolina, Beaufort, South Carolina. It's right by the base. I used to do
Mhm.
an appearance there.
I know where it
And
is.
it's come up a lot, and the pricing on the homes were very reasonable when I went.
Mm.
And I don't think it's going to be that jacked up because of the demographics, but check it.
Yeah, right now I'm living with my in-laws, so we gotta get going here.
It won't be until after the winter, so that I can tell you.
Yeah, I figured much.
Okay. And one other thing, I see the number 33 or 88. So I don't know if that's part of a number, but you let me know if it's a house number or something. And I'm also getting something with the name Wolf Lane, like, like, whoo, you know. So that's what they're showing me. So keep it in mind.
Okay.
It was very nice talking to you. I was supposed to have like a lot of people in here tonight, and I'm glad that it's not so many people. Nice to meet you, Holly.
You too.
Thank you so much, Holly Jolly. Bye. Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, mute. Okay, so Lisa. Okay.
Hello, hello.
Lisa, what's your birthday?
12/31/81.
Now, when I read you, I did you on Zoom, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay,
In here.
that's
Mhm.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Now, you are in charge of stuff. Now,
Yeah.
you, if I remember correctly, and it's hard for me to remember, but I remember this only because I was like, oh my God, the poor girl. You run in like Walgreens or something?
Mm-mm.
Or
No.
why am I getting that you're overseeing other people? Because that's what I'm getting.
Um, I've always been in management, but currently I'm
Okay.
not. So
Oh,
I'm
oh,
not in a management position right now.
okay. Is it something within the healthcare or service? It could
Uh,
even be financial, like medical billing.
Currently I'm in insurance.
That's it. Okay. I always get that. Isn't that weird?
Mhm.
Okay. And what happened that you're not in charge anymore?
Um, I left my last employer about 2 years ago, I want to say, or a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And I've moved into accounting, and so I found a position with an
Okay.
insurance company doing accounting and stuff like that. So,
Okay. So then that's why I got the numbers.
mhm.
So then maybe what you could look at is other things within that, because if you're good with numbers, we can put you anywhere.
Right.
And you live in Westchester?
No, I live in New Jersey for now.
But how far in New Jersey, if I may ask, from Westchester? Don't tell me the
About
location.
no, about I would say 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay, so my favorite company, one of my favorite companies, I have two, is one of the top one is Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, and they're based out of Tarrytown.
Mhm.
If you could beg, borrow, steal, not steal, but if you could get an interview with them, get a headhunter, knock that door down, if you have to live in a car to work there, I mean, I hate to say that, you should do it. Okay, that's number one. The next one I
Right.
think you should look at is Atlas Air.
Okay.
Now they're based out of Harrison, but they have divisions all over the country. I did a couple of parties for them. They're really cool people. It's a logistics company that has engineers and pilots, and they transport high-ranking government and military across the country. But
Right.
it's a really niche industry, but it's a mom and pop type of the way that they run it, even though they're relatively big.
Okay.
And they're very cool, and they're always looking for management, finance, people that can
Okay.
integrate and do things like that. So I'm very excited because I think after the winter, a lot of people are going to be getting new career-based jobs.
Okay.
Now, I do have a question for you. Since the last time I read you, did you end something or how to have somebody kind of fall into the abyss. I don't like to use certain terms, but I
Um,
so when I was a kid, there was a
Mhm.
cartoon. I don't remember. I think it was David and Goliath. I don't remember what it was called, but basically the cartoon was about this kid jumping off of a mountain, and
Right.
and it was about spirit, and basically it was their way of talking about endings.
Okay.
Okay, and it was like a really weird thing. I've always remember this.
Right.
So I'm kind of getting this reference to a magic hat. The
Mhm.
bunny goes in the magic hat, and then you look for it, and it's gone.
So there's two possibilities.
Okay.
One, my mother and I have a very volatile relationship, and we kind of go from talking to not talking.
Okay.
And we haven't been talking for about 2 months, up until today.
Okay.
And the other might be more what you're thinking, which is that I'm in the process of a divorce.
Okay. Okay. And
Mhm.
that's like the elephant in the room.
Mhm.
Okay. And what month is your ex to be born in?
January
What day?
9th.
Oh, we talked about that. That was my ex-husband's birthday. Ooh. Okay.
Mhm.
What year?
76.
Okay. You did this on a fast track, didn't you? I feel
Uh,
I get Evelyn Wood speed divorce. It's like zippity doo dah.
yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah. Since that I started in September,
Okay.
mid-September.
Now he was your second significant relationship.
Yeah.
You're coming into a third once you get this done with, but there'll be a third. Now the only catch 22 is you're going to have a choice between three people. I'm going to also tell you something else. When we're stressed,
Mhm.
when we're unhappy, one of two things specifically with women that happen. Ben is watching me like, what? We gain weight,
Mhm.
we lose hair,
Mhm.
or some people don't eat and they become emaciated or they become like kind of manic, right?
Definitely not my issue.
Yeah, yes, neither is it mine. So once this is closer to the end,
Mhm.
you're going to find that, not to say that the weight's gonna fall off, but you're gonna see that you're not gonna have so much restriction, or you're not gonna have like these speed bumps being thrown in front of you to
Mhm.
sabotage you. You're not gonna have that urge. And I think part of it is your body's way of protecting itself was cushioning itself because he was so draining.
Mhm.
You know,
Makes sense.
also you need to go get a full physical yourself and make sure that you don't have a metabolic disorder, which
Right.
I
Yeah, I
think you.
have an appointment with my doctor after the new year. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely think you have something metabolically, whether it's thyroid or some other hormone.
Okay.
That's what they're showing me. Okay, so
Okay.
keep that in mind.
Mhm.
Also, I have a question.
Mhm.
Did somebody around you, and I'm not negative, but did somebody around you lose a child?
Um, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
Recently or just in
I don't
general?
know. I'm seeing like it's either recent or an anniversary of it, or there's my hair
Yeah.
is standing straight up, and
Mhm.
and and it's really weird. The reason why I asked you that is
Mhm.
I saw the rabbit falling into the
Mhm.
manhole. And now it wasn't in a hat anymore, and I always think of Alice in Wonderland.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
um, uh, was the child like 3 years old, or 3 months, or 6, or 9? I'm getting those
Um,
numbers.
so I would say 3 days.
Okay.
Um, if it's
Okay.
who I think it is.
But something wasn't developed in their body.
No, she was actually healthy up until birth, up until labor.
Yeah. All I'm
But
telling
there's
you is,
another and
I'm
that would have been 2 weeks. So
okay.
yeah,
Because one of them looks like they got the air sucked out of them.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
But they're
Yeah.
both okay. Just so you know. Because I feel like they both had some sort of breathing or cardiac issue. So I don't know if one was a crib birth where they were flat. You know, it's a fluke, or they got an infection. But
Mhm.
I am gonna, and forgive me for saying this, and this is kind of like really creepy.
Mhm.
I see a lot of cartoons, right? So Bugs Bunny and all that. So there was a scene with Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner, and this thing ran over Roadrunner and he became flat.
Right.
So
Okay.
so that they're saying that you would understand what I mean by that. In relation to one of them. I can't yeah, but it could be the way I'm picking it up.
Okay.
But they're okay, and they're gonna let their family know that they're around. Even though, you know, at that age they're not as developed, but there'll be more of a presence of it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And we'll have to do a follow-up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
Thank you. And congratulations. I know it's a little painful, but it'll be okay.
I think so.
Yeah, congratulations.
Kind of a relief.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. And have a happy and a healthy.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. I have somebody new in the room. Her name is Sabina. Okay, Sabina.
Hi.
Hi. What is your date of birth? We're supposed to have a lot more people. I want to say happy, but that's fine. What is your date of birth, Sabina?
September 2nd, 1972.
Now, do you also have any digestive issues or any allergies, or um, did you used to get bad cramps? Don't overthink it, because I'm
Yeah.
getting. Do you have back issues, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, because they're pulling. See, so they're pulling me down. You've never had a reading with me before, so
Yep.
I'm getting word pulling. And you know what's interesting? There's a direct relationship between stomach and back, because if your core, so I have crappy back, my core is not good anymore. So there's a direct connection with that. So keep that in mind. Also, you have to get a bone density test because there is some issues. And that's why you get a little achy.
Yep.
I'm not smiling to be funny. Now you're in your first major relationship or your third?
I would say my second major.
Are you happy with it?
Yes, yes. I mean, we're working things out, and so each day, you know.
So things would happen to you 1, 3, or 6. So think about if you had a one night stand that was significant of what not to do. In major relationships, sometimes you're very male, even though you look like a female, like you look like a girl, your way that you think is very male. So you're very analytical in that sense, if that makes any sense. So, you know, again, you could have a crush on somebody that's significant of what not to do. So you think about it, because what month are they born in?
November 24th,
What year?
67.
They went through a lot of stuff though, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Now, were they married?
Yes.
Did they finish?
Yes. Finally, this
Now,
year.
you've been with them for 4 years or 8?
10.
4 and 8. 4 times 8 is 32. 3 times 2 is 3. Oh, what's 3 and 2? 5, and 5 and 5 is 10. But I have a question. You were having a big hard time with him for 2 years.
Yes. He almost
Now,
died. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did he have something with his head?
Um,
Was
as
it
far
more emotional or was it physical?
as physical.
Okay. You know why I'm asking that? So I'm an artist originally. There's a painting called The Scream by Edvard Munch, I think it is.
Mhm.
So it looks like a Van Gogh painting where the creature's like. So did he had a head injury?
No, he didn't have a head injury, but I think he's going through, he thinks a lot. So everything's really, he's going through a lot of stress right now. His son's in college. He's trying to help with that. The divorce wasn't so great. I really think he's trying to stabilize everything. His parents moved in with him. So
Okay.
he's got a very intense job. So
Okay.
many
Okay.
things going on at work. So he's trying
But you're not
to,
married to him.
no, I'm not.
Okay.
not.
So can I make a suggestion?
Yes,
Let me backtrack. You were married also, weren't you? Okay. Now you were pregnant once or 3 times?
never.
Did you think you were?
No.
Interesting. You might have been and may have not known it because remember I started the conversation about lower body.
Right.
Okay. I'm very good with pregnancies. Don't ask me why, but I've never been pregnant. Okay. Now you were with your husband for 6 years or 12?
Yeah, about 12. Yes, correct.
Okay. Now I want you to imagine moving forward that you have daughters, a sister, best friend. And as you get to know your guy again, because now he's single, right? Even though he's really not, because he has all this other stuff going on. I want you to imagine that and interview him as though he was going to date your daughters, your sister, your best friend. And you may change your perspective because you would either have 1, 3, or 6 major relationships. Now, compared to your ex-husband, is he really great? Yes. But I gave somebody this analogy. If you're only used to White Castle and somebody introduces you, because I used to live in the Bronx, lived by a White Castle, you know, my parents would get it once in a while, but there were some people that I knew growing up that was the only burger they ever knew. So if you introduce them to Wendy's burger or a chuck steak or a prime rib, they're going to think that that's the best, but that's still not the best meat. Do you know what I'm saying? So if you're used to White Castle and that was what your husband was, sorry, then this guy, I don't know where he stands in the food chain. So you have to think about that. You know what I'm saying? And you'll know probably with by the springtime, early summer. So that I'm going to tell you. On the other hand, you also had a lot to contend with also. Um, now, what is your dad's birthday?
August 1st,
What
1936.
19 what?
36.
Okay, and your mom?
July 5th, sorry, my dad's was August 1st, 1934. My mother is July 5th, 1936.
Now, your dad, did he have any cardiovascular issues?
He passed away of a heart attack.
Yep. Because I was getting somebody with the drums in the background. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Now, your mom was very stubborn
Mm-hmm.
and didn't want to leave. She was worried about you. Now, she was
Yep.
pregnant 3 times or 6?
I think maybe 3. I don't know. I'm not quite
Okay.
sure.
How
Yeah, I'm
many
an only
kids?
child. Yeah, I'm an
Okay.
only child. So,
That's why she was so worried. Okay,
Yeah.
she didn't want to leave you. Now,
Yeah.
she had more than one thing wrong with her. She had like 3 things.
yeah, poor thing.
Okay, but she's okay.
Yeah.
She chose to be a martyr. Hold on. Who's Eva? What sounds like evilly? I don't get every name.
Yeah. Trying to think. I don't know. I'll write it down.
Okay.
Got
Okay,
it.
I'll go back to it. Maybe I have the right and because I get like "Don't cry for me, Argentina." And I'm also getting a JG initial and hold on, an R. What's your mom's name?
Roberta.
What?
Roberta.
Okay. So then that's a male female name. Robert, you know what I'm saying? What was her middle name?
Mamma mia, what was her name? Middle name. Cleofa, I think.
Okay, it's a weird name. I don't get every name.
Yeah,
Now, did your dad have a more basic name though?
Guido.
Okay, yeah, that's really funny. Okay, um, but he had a nickname.
No,
Just so
no,
you know,
did he?
Mm-hmm.
What was his nickname?
I get boxing gloves. So I don't think he boxed, but I think he protected people. If that makes any sense.
That's such a good man. Both my parents are so.
Yeah, very protective. So I just
My
want you to
God.
keep that in mind. Um, now, I don't want to waste a lot of time because
Yeah.
we have something scheduled, but
Yes, yes.
they're both around you. That's why you wake up a lot. What do you want to ask me?
Job.
We have to talk about that tomorrow
Okay. Okay.
because
Okay.
I think you were your mom's caretaker, weren't you? So it took away a lot of stuff. So you're going to have to reinvent yourself, and there's going to be a lot of rebranding. So keep that in mind, okay? And then we'll talk about this tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So Mary.
Hi,
Hi, Mary. What's your birthday?
8/23/68.
Now, did I read you before also?
I've talked to you on the phone
Okay, I felt like it was
a while
familiar.
back.
Okay. Um. Now you're a caretaker also, aren't you?
Mm,
You like to help people without being a butt wiper.
exactly.
So is it medical billing? Is it HR? Is it
I work in a
school,
rehab
hospital?
center
Yep.
to deal with patients.
What? Where do you live?
I live in New Jersey.
Okay. And did you change your job or your title since we last spoke?
Um, I yes, yeah.
I haven't spoken to you for like maybe 6 years, maybe.
Yeah, it probably is.
Okay. Now, are you still smoking?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you have to stop.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Okay. See if you could do hypnotism or Chantrax or whatever that is.
Yeah.
I know you get stressed a lot, but
Yep.
and if we weren't airing on Facebook, I'd say, you're very orally fixated, so utilize that in another way.
That's
Okay.
but okay.
Yeah, I can't help it. Now, also, you had a lot going on also since I spoke to you last.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So now you're in your first major relationship or your third one?
Right now, I'm not in a relationship.
So you had two that were important to you.
Yes, not my
Okay,
ex, but
no,
other
no,
one.
no, but you're coming into a third.
Ugh.
The third could be permanent. The only thing is you would probably meet more than one person at a time. You'd probably meet like three. So my suggestion is, Stephanie and Diana, if you want me to talk to you guys, I have to be able to see you because I know you have your pictures up. What I'm going to say is you're coming into something. It could be a patient's brother or something.
Okay.
Like it might be something in the peripheral because I can't see you going out to a bar
Yeah,
or a club,
not
you
of
know.
my.
No, but no, it's not even the age. I mean, people our age are cougars because I'm a little older than you, and then they go out and do stupid shit.
Yeah.
So I just feel like your situation is coming up, but they're saying the 6 degrees of separation. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Now, what do you want to ask me?
Basic. Do you see anybody that I was with that passed that I had a relationship with?
Did he have a red vehicle or a burgundy vehicle at one point?
No, I don't think so.
Was he a fireman?
That's my ex-husband.
Oh, see, it's not funny.
Oh
I'm
God.
still I'm still picking that up. Isn't that funny?
Oh no.
Okay, that's so weird. Okay. And then the person that you're asking me about, what's his birthday?
12/6/66. So tomorrow would have been his birthday.
Did he have a heart attack or something, or an embolism, or because
Mm.
I'm getting something in his chest area.
He killed himself.
Okay. I was going to say, or I was hearing, God help me. And I never say that. I hear a popping sound.
Yes.
So did he shoot himself?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. He had a lot of depression, obviously, but he also drank, didn't he? Yes.
He had addiction issues. Yes.
Yeah. So he will be around you, but I think that you dodged the bullet, no pun intended, and that's why you weren't with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Hate to say that. Now he passed in the past 7 years or 3.5.
2011.
Wait. Oh, that's interesting. 7 and 3.5. That's like 11 years. The 11.
Mhm.
Okay. What month?
May.
January, February, March, April, May. What day?
Friday the 13th.
Okay. And maybe that's why I'm getting the 3. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
He's funny. But I have to be honest with you, it's like he was already checked out anyway.
Yeah. But I didn't know it at the time. So
Yeah. Yeah. But you couldn't have saved him. People
no.
have to save themselves. Okay. Now, other than that, I think that you need to concentrate on socializing, do some meetups. Don't do the online stuff. I'm not a big fan, but do some meetups. And dinner, dancing, no dessert. And you have to stop smoking.
Yeah, I know that. I say that, but I know I need to.
Well, when you smoke, you get the lines around your lips, and I call it BJ lips, number one.
Mhm.
God help me. And number two, you'll have more energy and you'll feel a lot better. And it'll be good for your face, your complexion also.
Yeah.
So you can do it. I know you can.
Thank
Okay.
you. I know.
And my other, the only other thing is you need to go for a nuclear stress test yourself, and you
Okay.
need to get a regular physical because you also have some digestive things going on.
I do a lot.
But how much you want to make a bet if you stop smoking, part of that will go away.
Go away. You're right. Absolutely right.
Okay, so keep that in mind because you're really basically smoking poison, rat poison.
Yeah.
Very nice talking to you, Mary. Maybe book an appointment with me. Do a follow up.
I will.
I'm doing another open gallery next month. It's already on my website, weather permitting and everything like that. So register for it and come in.
Okay. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. Okay, so now, Diana. Diana,
Yes.
hi. Did I read you before?
Um, little, I guess you gave me a couple of advices.
When did I read you? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now I realize. Okay, Diana, what's your birthday?
January 2nd, 88.
You live close to me.
Right.
Okay. Did you have fun the other day?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You look different on the camera. I didn't recognize you at first, but I'm still zonked. We did an event in Connecticut, Diana and myself, and then I had to leave early because my back was bothering me and my feet. Okay, Diana, I still see more education for you.
That sucks.
No, because you're always going to learn.
That's okay.
But I think some of it's going to be the holistic stuff, to be honest.
I
So
like that.
but then you can incorporate that with what you're doing. See, I don't just see, I see Eastern and Western medicine. You might even incorporate some Indian medicine. I can never say the word, the Ayurvedic. You may incorporate that. I feel like you're going to get involved with some other stuff because you're actually pretty psychic yourself. It's just that you're extremely empathic, but you're also analytical. So it's almost like you have the good policeman and the bad policeman, or the devil and the angel with the chocolate milk and the regular milk. They're battling,
Mm-hmm.
and you question yourself too much, if that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, definitely makes sense. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. And you had two significant relationships already.
Right.
You're coming into your third, but not until you feel a little bit more settled, because you're not really open.
That's true.
Sorry. Um, Now you were pregnant once or three times, because I don't remember.
I was pregnant 5
Or six.
times.
Or six. I said six. Okay. How
Mm-hmm.
many kids?
I have 3 living kids.
Is it two same sex?
The 3 are the same sex.
Well, why? I asked you this the other day. Are two more connected, or two from
I,
one person, or do two look
yeah,
like
2
each
from one
other?
relationship and 1 from the another. Mm-hmm.
So three boys or three girls?
3 girls.
But does one of the girls have a male or female name? I asked you that too.
No, that's Angelique, Mia,
Angel. Angel
mm-hmm.
could be Angelique, Mia, and what's the other daughter's name?
and Caitlin.
So is Angelique from a different person?
Well, my 2 big ones is from a different relationship, and the little one from another.
But it's weird because Angelique is by herself a little bit more. She's in her, own space.
Oh
So
yeah,
keep.
she's a
Mhm.
loner.
Okay. See. Now, why are you in a blah mood today?
Me? Oh, I'm just being exhausted. I
Oh,
worked
okay.
a lot.
Okay. You have to also make time for yourself.
Mm,
Also, you should pick up this book. Go on to Amazon. It's a little pocket book, and it shouldn't be more than $12. It's called Dreamer's Dictionary. Why is it not coming up? The Dreamer's Dictionary, and the two authors is Stern Robinson and
all right.
Tom Corbet. So now when I teach, it's one of the books I make people get, because
Oh, that's fine.
it will help you, because a lot of your stuff is through dreams. Just so you know.
Okay.
Now, hold on for
So
one
I just
second.
found it.
Hold on. Let me go back to this gallery view. Okay, now, what do you want to ask me before I kick you away?
um, I guess when is the love of my life coming? I waited too long.
Um, Honestly, you're still a baby. So right there, you have a lot of time. I could be your mom. Number two, let it happen. Because
Okay.
right now you're like a pelican. The pelicans are the ones that put their head in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
You're like a pelican. So you're flapping your wings, right? Look at me, look at me. But then when it comes down to it, you put your head in the sand.
Mm.
So
So I need
you have to embrace who you are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I think it's going to happen when you least expect it, to be honest. So that's what they're
Okay.
showing me. So don't stress it, okay?
I've been
You're,
single now 5 years. It's
yeah,
like,
but that's nothing, and you weren't ready. And 3 years we had COVID, so you really
yeah.
can't count that. And also because of COVID, people became bigger assholes.
Oh yeah.
So I wouldn't worry about it. I think it's going to be when you least expect it, and I don't think he's machismo. I don't know if he. I'm going to still say that he feels more cultural. So I don't know. Maybe he's from Spain or Italy. Like, he's very charming, but not in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
he's not like macho, like what you're used to.
Mm.
So that's what I'm going to tell you. So don't stress it, okay?
Worth the wait then.
What'd you say?
It's worth the wait.
Well, you know what? You shouldn't have to wait, but it'll happen. It'll present
Mhm.
itself. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
It was
you.
very nice talking to you. You're lovely. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. Joanne.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes. What's your birthday?
3758.
You have an anniversary of some ending, don't you?
I do?
Yeah. You've had a lot going on around you for a while. I'm sorry. Now, how's your knee?
Okay.
Okay. And are you not by yourself, obviously?
No.
Okay. Tell the kids I
It's
said
okay.
hi.
I have my things in my ear.
Oh, okay. Tell them I said hi.
Francine says hi.
Um, there's nothing you could have done. Okay. And you've been dreaming about them a lot lately, so just so you know, that's them saying hello. You're not going crazy. Okay. But isn't the anniversary coming up like around now, or because I feel like you had a couple of things happen. Also, what's going on with your husband? What's his birthday?
12/28/55.
Did he leave yet?
No. Where's he
Okay.
going? Where's he going?
Well, hold on. Hold on. Let me write it. Hold on. Joanne. Uh, has he gotten better since what happened?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just sent you a little note. Um,
You did? Where is it?
it's in the thing, I'll text it to you, but
Okay.
I was being funny. Everyone, Joanne had a very significant loss. There is a lot of outside noise, though. That's the only thing. Joanne had a very significant loss, and there's nothing she could have done about it. And it was her daughter, so I feel really bad. But she's around, you know. Um, I hear music in the background for her a lot, so keep that in mind. So if the radio comes on or you get the flashing lights, that's her. Okay. Now, what do you want to ask me, Joanne?
I wish I knew.
Okay.
There's so
Okay.
much to ask, and yet, go ahead. You tell me. Where's he going?
I still think that your life will get better. I mean, your life isn't that bad. You have really good kids.
Yes,
Your
I
boys
do.
your boys are great. Your daughter was great. Um, sometimes we can't be, 100% with everything, and everyone in the room, her husband's a little bit of an asshole. So, um, that's the story on that.
Big one. A big
Yes,
one.
I'm being nice, but I do think that you're going to get through that. And then we'll talk about that at a later date. Okay. I want to wish you a happy and a healthy, but I also think that you should start to pay attention when you wake up and the little messages your daughter's giving you, especially your grandkids. They're showing you stuff. So keep that in
Well,
mind.
actually, the little one
Yeah.
goes and always taps a stone without knowing which and calls Mama. I think he sees her.
Yeah, absolutely. Children and animals are very sensitive to it. So at least you're not going crazy.
No,
I
I
hope
haven't gone to the cemetery. I will go, but not now.
you don't need to go to the cemetery. You don't need to, because it's just like church. You're if you just talk out loud, they're around. They don't, just because you lay them in a cemetery doesn't mean that that's where their spirit is. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Thank you so much, Joanne.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I'm going to talk to Kathleen.
Hi, Francine.
Hi, beautiful. What's your date of birth?
April 17, 1944.
April 17, what?
1944.
Okay, so you have any questions for me? Because you've come in my room and I've managed to talk to you almost every time.
Last month, you said to me there was some drama in my family,
Yes.
and afterwards, I thought, and I said, I know my son and and his father-in-law were having
Okay.
a problem. Would that be it?
Yeah. Did it work
Yeah.
itself out yet?
No, I don't think it will.
I don't think it's going to either. But you know what? You just try to be the intermediary and just say, look, we can agree to disagree and try not to get involved.
Right, right.
You know,
Yeah,
how's everything with everyone else though in the family?
My husband's still going for his treatments. He's doing all right though.
Okay. It's affecting his feet.
His feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. He
So
has
he
to
may,
complain though.
yeah, he might be developing neuropathy from the
He
treatment.
does, yes. He's started getting neuropathy, is right.
Yeah, that's what's been happening to me. So
Okay.
yeah, not pleasant. Now, other than that,
Oh, and then you were saying that see, I think of things afterwards. The exchange of money. I'm wondering, we have a condo here. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina.
oh, very nice.
Love it here. I love it. And they're doing a lot of work outside, and we're going to have a reassessment. Could that be it with the change of money?
Maybe. But Charleston is the best food I've. Oh my God, I love it.
Oh, it's amazing down here. The restaurants.
It's just very humid. That's the only thing.
Yes, the summer it's very humid, but the
Yeah.
winter's beautiful.
Okay.
It's nice right now too. Yeah, just
Okay.
July, August. Otherwise, I love it.
Other than that, I don't get any big issues. You know.
Okay, that was it.
You know. You know. And the only other thing with you is you need to check your eyes again.
My eyes again, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But
Wow.
you need to go to the eye doctor for your vision, and then you need to go to the eye doctor for your health. I can
Okay.
never remember the ophthalmologist and optometrist. I can never remember
Right,
which one is which. But there's something going on a little bit, like there's some pressure issues and
Uh-huh.
some floaters in one of the eyes.
Yes, I have floaters. Right.
Okay, you need to check it out and then let me know what happens, okay?
I will, Francine. Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much, and I wish you happy and healthy. Register for next month.
Thank you.
You know,
Wish
and I'm
you-
going to start to do some Instagram stuff and some other stuff a little bit more, so keep that in mind.
Oh, okay. And you know what? I never mentioned it, but John Keane, he is a cousin of mine.
That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, you know, I was like,
Yeah.
because his sister's got the same name as you.
Right. Yes, Kathleen, right.
Yeah. Is that so funny?
Right.
No,
He's
but they're a lovely family. So I
They
live with them, so you know that. So
Right.
thank you so much, Kathleen.
Okay, thank you.
Have a happy and a healthy and a Merry Christmas.
Same to you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Jeannie Pasquale,
Yes.
and then I'll talk to
Yes.
Ben, and then that's going to be it. So it's
Yes.
good that we had a small group today. Jeannie, what's your birthday?
3959.
Now, did I read you before also?
No, you came over to the dowsing booth at the Awaken Fair,
Oh,
and I met you.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I knew you somehow.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're doing 2 jobs or something, or 2 careers?
Not really. Just like I'm raising twins.
Oh, isn't that funny? I'm seeing the 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you're in your second major relationship?
Yeah, I guess I could say that. Yeah.
Okay, and the twins, what's their birthday?
July 27th, 2006.
So how old does that make them?
17.
Okay, and is it a boy and a girl?
Yes.
Thank you. And I don't know if we talked about this. You were pregnant 2 times or 4?
2.
And how many kids?
2.
Okay. So did you have a boy and a girl?
Yes.
Okay. So my question is, it's weird. The twins that you're raising,
Mm-hmm.
it almost feels like they're not your kids in a way. It's weird. But
Okay.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I think
Mm-hmm.
I think they're very different, those kids. Number one, they're very
Mm-hmm.
intuitive. Is one really funny and one is very serious, maybe?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did one give you a little bit of a hard time?
Yeah. Just recently, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so maybe it's coming up is that you had to do tough love.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the parents of today, a lot of them don't have the backbone that we grew up with. Do you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So like it's either, they would get beaten up when we were growing up, or now they let the kids do everything and anything, and let them say stuff. So you're trying to find your way. So you're being a parent in a different way,
Mm-hmm.
which is good.
Okay.
Seriously. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also think, they're not little kids anymore. And I do think that you working in the holistic scene is important because you have a caretaking base. You
Mm-hmm.
have a healing ability. Do you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So
Okay.
I think you're going to get into that a little bit.
Okay. I hope so.
Yeah.
Something. I need
Yeah.
more than what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah, you will. Where do you live?
Uh, Blauvelt, New York.
Oh yeah, I know it. Okay.
Rockland. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know it. I used to go there all the time. So my suggestion is, I teach and I private mentor. I'm in Connecticut a lot now. I don't know if you would want to go there, but you got to start to pick up that book that I suggested to start with. And, you know, if you're going to take any classes that are local to you, call me first or email me and I'll tell you yay or nay, because a lot of the people out there suck and they're bogus. So, I would
Mm-hmm.
rather you try to train yourself with certain things, if that makes any
Mm-hmm.
sense. See,
Okay.
Diana,
What
I've
book
only
was
met
it?
the Dreamer's Dictionary by
Oh, okay.
by
That one.
Stern
Yeah.
Robinson and Tom Corbet, because I think it'll help you. See, you're another person that's very analytical also.
Mm-hmm.
So you're very clinical in how you think, even though you're a female. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So this will help you kind of, and this is a word I use when I teach, and boys love this word, and Benjamin can tell me yes or no, fart. So like the first thing that comes to your mind is like a fart, right? But a lot of times we second guess it.
Mm-hmm.
So then we bury it and we think, okay, whatever popped in my head is not real. I'm crazy. We bury it. And then after the fact, we're like, oh, shoot. Like the other day, I was parked outside. We had rain on Sunday, right? I was at an event and I really didn't want to move my car, but the owner was like, oh, you should move your car. And the voice said, yes, move your car. Do you know that all four of my windows were open? It was pouring. So the thing is, you always have to listen to that and stop beating a dead horse. And
Okay.
using the dowsing instruments could help you just to get more confident,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes any sense. Okay.
Okay.
You
I,
know,
I do
I
have one question about my health.
okay.
I've
Um,
had this thing in my face that sounds crazy. I think it's like a parasite that lives on the right side of my ear, gum, jaw, and I don't know how to get rid of it.
have you gone to any doctors for it?
For years, it's been 30 years. I've had MRIs, I've had CAT scans, I've done cleanses, detoxes, tried to get the metal out of my body. Like I feel this
Okay.
thing moving.
Email me, or maybe if you want, we could do a private session. But I'll give you a suggestion, because if it is a
Hmm.
parasite, I have a suggestion for you. Okay.
Okay.
But I don't want
Hmm.
to talk about it. Because some people might look at me like, what? Um,
Okay.
but no, it's nothing bad. It's just it'll, if you do have any parasites, it'll get rid of it for you. You
Hmm.
know. Also, I do think that you should go for a nuclear stress test, though.
Okay.
because I do think that you have some sort of vascular issues, but I don't
Mhm.
necessarily like some people would have more electrical issues, and some people would
Mhm.
get like people get heart attacks, right? People get congestive heart failure, right? So somebody like you would be more electrical. So it's nothing
Mhm.
terrible, but what it could be something that's going on in your head could be some electrical stuff that you're picking up
Mhm.
on. To be honest,
Who
that's what it
gives
could.
those tests?
A nuclear stress test is a cardiologist.
Okay.
That's what I would do to start with, and then we will talk further on. Fair enough.
Mhm. Mhm.
But you're not crazy. But
Okay.
what I'm going to tell you to pick up is something that's relatively inexpensive, and
Mhm.
you'll try it, and then if there is something, it'll get rid of it.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Very
Thank you so
good.
much, and I will see you again in March or April when we have the next fair.
Okay. Great. Yes.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Benjamin, you're my last but not least, and then I'm going to jet out of here. Benjamin.
Hi, Francine.
Hi, what's your date of birth, beautiful boy?
9/24/1988.
So, you guys, you and your mom plan some more trips?
Yes, that's a good
Yeah.
question. That's an interesting question that you said that. I'm thinking about planning more trips.
I see 2 or 4. And you look very handsome, by the way. I like their little facial hair.
Thank you.
So I have a question, Ben. Did any of the local news talk about maybe having you on TV and maybe asking somebody to help you write a book with them?
I remember you said that, but not yet. My mom's still working to get on the to get the pay increase for my caregivers.
Okay. I am going to say to you, I see the possibility of an opportunity for you guys because you are definitely a force not to be reckoned with, and you bring a lot of joy to people.
Okay.
And you
Thank
keep
you.
unplugging, you know. Tell your mom I said hi, and she's
I'll
due
tell
for a
her.
reading soon. She's due
I'll
for a
tell.
reading.
I'll tell her you said hi.
Okay.
I know
And
we're due for a reading.
yes, and tell your mom happy and healthy.
Yeah. I'll tell my mom you said hi.
Okay. And I'm sending you a big hug, and don't stress, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Ben.
Bye.
Bye. Now, does anyone else have any other questions before I sign off? Oh, Benna, are you pregnant yet?
I'm not.
Okay, try not to be until you finish school.
Okay. Thank
Because I
you.
feel like your husband wants to get you pregnant because he just loves you so much. I'm trying to keep him laughing. So tell him when he wants some love, use a glove.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
the thing is, you're going to have kids. Don't worry about it. Okay? It's fine. Okay? All right.
Okay.
I
Thank
mean, I
you.
know you how long now, you know? And he's so much better than the last person you dated. Oh my God. Thank God for that. So Diana, how long do I know you, Benna?
Since 2018.
So she was with some asshole, Diana, and who was very draining to her and wasn't supportive and tried to put her in his pocket. The person that she's with now is such a loving person and is supportive of her. And it came out of left field, didn't it? Yes. It's so freaking cool. So, Diana, stop stressing. Okay?
No, no stressing. Just enjoying the journey. Just it would be nice to have an individual to
You
hang
will.
out with.
You will. But you now you have us over at the healing center too. So and remember, it's better to be Luma than none at all. And if I told you, I mean, I'm single. I've been single for a very long time myself, and you know the food chain there out there for the boys is not that great. You know, too bad Joanne's kids are a little older. I'd hook you up with one of them. She has 2 lovely boys. So, but you know, the thing about it is that when you
3.
least, well, I'm picking up the 2 primary, the ones that I know. So,
You only
sorry.
know one.
I feel like I know the other one too. Isn't that funny?
No.
I bet you, I don't know why, but I feel like I met or I know the other one somehow. But that's funny. So I always pick her up with the 2 boys. That's so crazy? But doesn't one of your boys live outside the house?
No.
Okay, so then that's going to change too. So, but she has great kids. But what I'm going to tell you, Diana, is when you don't look for it, it happens. Make sense? And Kathleen can tell you that too. Yes, Kathleen?
Right. Definitely.
Yeah. And same thing with Benna. Benna wasn't looking for it, and it happened at a left field. It took her a long time to get rid of the other asswipe because he made her feel guilty, and because she's a caretaker. So you and Ben are very similar. You're both in the medical field. So the thing is that when you're a caretaker, if you're not careful, you're going to attract a lot of broken Italian breads. And remember, if you take an Italian bread and you break it in half, you can't put it back together. So little humor. So I want to thank you everyone for coming, and come next month and keep an eye out, and I will see you at a later date, Diana, and we'll do a formal reading, and I'm sending you all a big hug. Thank you for coming, and I hope everyone has a happy and a healthy.
Happy
Thank
holidays
you.
to all,
Bye.
Yes,
You
have a
too.
happy and healthy. Bye.
everybody.